It's another typical day at practice for the Grand Blanc girls soccer team. But here, typical is a lot better than you'll see with other girls soccer programs across the state. Head coach Greg Keeler makes sure of that.
Keeler is awesome. He's really personal with all of us, and he's always super nice and really motivating.
And it's that kindness that's the key to Keeler's success. A lot of coaches draw the line at simply being a coach, but he recognizes the benefits well-rounded students have on his program, so he shapes his players off the field too.
I think maybe that's a tribute to the fact that I have 3 daughters. I'm very familiar with the female, aspect of things and what's going on. So yeah, I think it's a lot easier for me to approach them, one-on-one, and if they're having problems, I can read them pretty good, if there's something's bothering them.
Most coaches have their hands full coaching one varsity sport, but Greg's passion for coaching soccer lasts all year long. Keeler coaches the girls team here at Grand Blanc High School, and he also coaches the boys team, and he admits that you need 2 different approaches when it comes to coaching the 2 different genders.
If I went into a locker room with a bunch of guys and I went in and I told them, defensively we're just not organized, we're diving in when we shouldn't be, we're not covering, every guy in that room would think I'm not talking about them. If I had that same speech with the girls in there, even if they weren't a defender, they would think I was talking about them. They take things personal, and they take it to heart.
His approach to coaching has worked beautifully as he's taken this team to 2 state finals, but both times the Bobcats fell short.
Just making it that far I can't even describe it. It was amazing, and just being there and having all our fans watching us, it was amazing.
I started 4 freshmen last year and 2 sophomores, 3 juniors. We had a very young team, and really a credit to them to do what they did.
This year's team would like to get back to the state finals again, but wins and losses aren't the most important thing.
I feel like we have enough talent to make it that far, but it's just how everything works out, I guess.
The Grand Blanc Bobcats will always be champions so long as Coach Keeler is leading the way.
And I love the game. It's just a wonderful game.
Reporting from Grand Blanc High School, I'm Corey Kopic.
He cares about us more than the game, and I think that makes us more determined to win ball games.
It's not easy to build a winning program at the high school level, and it's even harder to maintain one. But don't tell that to Bay City Western's Tim McDonald. He's been doing it for 24 years.
I played baseball at CMU, and I feel very lucky to be part of a program where the players invest in a lot of time in the off season. And again, we expect a lot out of them during the season, but I think they embrace all the things that we have going for us.
And those players have embraced the McDonald way of doing things. He's created a culture where they know the best is expected of them from day one.
Western baseball, it means something. When I was a little kid at Southwest and Little League around Bay City, it's just, you look up and be like, I'm going to be like those guys someday. I'm going to do that. And I think all these guys had that dream.
You heard Coach say that he's been playing baseball since he was 9 all the way through college at Central Michigan University, and it's the lessons that he learned at CMU that have kind of carried over to his high school careers, and that includes how you win games. In a day and age where everyone's infatuated with home runs, he gets it done here at Bay City Western by playing small ball.
We bunt, I don't know, you probably get about 70 bunts of practice, if not more. I mean, we emphasize small ball, and he goes through with it, and we love it. It's how we play. It's our determination. When you're up in the dugout, when somebody gets a great drag bunt, sacrifice, it's always a big key factor in the games.
Small ball has led to 2 state championships for the Warriors, but curiously, when you peruse the trophy case, the 2 state title trophies are nowhere to be found.
They're in my classroom. They shouldn't be there because it's a long story, and we've taken those, and I've had them. We'll take photo shots with them, and I just never get them back in the trophy case. So that they're in a safe place in my classroom, and and I swear to God, I look at them every day.
The school's administration has said as long as Coach McDonald continues to keep this program at a high level, and especially winning state championships, they'll leave the trophies right where they are. Reporting from Bay City Western, I'm Corey Kopic.
Coming from a small town like this, I mean, besides all the sports I play, there's not an abundance of opportunities.
At Owendale Gagetown High School, they have 46 kids, not in the senior class, but in the entire school. And one of those kids is Daniel Good, and he's doing his best to make his town proud.
Important on the football team. He was the receiver, so Jacob could throw him the football, and he was really good for basketball. He was my ball handler, one of my 3 ball handlers. and he had the inside-outside game going on. It's tough guys to replace, you know.
Daniel excels in everything he does, and I mean everything.
He's a very gifted guy. He's definitely one of the smartest kids I'd probably know. He's like, yeah, I got a 25 on my ACT first try.
Daniel stars on the football team, basketball team, and the baseball team, but it's his intelligence and his ability off the field that's opening a lot of doors. Along with his 4.0 GPA, he also excels at playing music.
I just picked up the trumpet, played that for a few years in band, and I just like music just as much as I like sports and competing. And music itself has kind of a competitive edge to it, trying to excel, get better.
When you come from a small community like this out here in Owendale, a lot of people just call this home, and this is where they want to be for the rest of their lives. But because of athletics and because of his ability to play the trumpet so well, Daniel has an opportunity to see a much, much bigger world.
The summer between my sophomore and my junior year, I went to Toronto. That went well, and then last year I went to Hawaii and spent about 2 weeks there. Then this next summer, I will be going to Tokyo.
And that's likely just the beginning of his world travels. Daniel has accepted a scholarship to go to Central Michigan, where he will study mechanical engineering.
It's where my dad went to college, so I've gone down there a couple of times, and being a mechanical engineer is what my mom did, so I got to see everything that she has done the past few years, and it just seemed like something I wanted to do.
Daniel's path to greatness has been laid before him, and his future is bright, proving that no matter where you come from, you can always achieve big things. Reporting from Owendale, I'm Corey Kopic.